Welcome to another episode of D2D Apprentice, and in this episode, we're going to go over a follow-up system, meaning you have a really high no-show rate of a setter to closer appointments, and what are you going to do to actually create an automated follow-up to all the no-shows, and then what are you going to do in systems and tools and trainings they're going to implement to increase your show percentage. We often find there's so much missing fruit, or like fruit just on the ground that could have been utilized by just bettering your process to actually getting a show ratio up and to actually utilizing the data of all the no-shows. So let's see what these guys come up with.
So how are the numbers this past week?
Speak up.
How are the numbers this past week?
So we have 90 appointments and just 10 seats.
90 appointments, 10 sits.
So 80 no-shows, a lot.
A lot of no-shows. Our KPIs in the last 6 weeks have definitely tanked a little bit, so that's why we wanted to bring everybody in and kind of go over what their processes are and see where we can fix it all together as management.
Let's get our Monday meeting started.
Let's
Go
do
ahead.
it.
Let's
All
get
right, everybody,
started.
welcome to your Monday
All right, everybody get a seat, get a seat.
Get going!
All right, good morning, everybody. Morning. Can we cut that music? Okay. Happy Monday, 9 a.m. meeting. How's everybody's weekend? All right. Caesar, 2 sold deals this week. Let's get a 2 clap. Here we go. We got Sam, 10 set appointments this week. Can I get another 2 clap? And we got Chanel, 15 set appointments. Great week. All right, guys, I'm going to get you with Chelsea here. She's going to go over some of the KPIs and what we can do to start changing some things.
As you guys know, when we hired you all on, we set up the expectations for our awesome company, Pritchard's Be Crazy, right? Yeah. We're so excited you all are a part of our team. And one of the things that we're constantly going to be doing is growing and accelerating and learning where we can tweak our processes, right? Because our processes are our foundation, correct?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So unfortunately, I do get to be the bad guy sometimes. I love what you guys are doing. You have some awesome successes, but I also have to bring to the table kind of where we're falling short. So I get to be the bad mom at times. You guys forgive me for that?
Yeah.
That was hesitant. Same with my team at home. Thank you. All right, so yes, we have some great sets. We have some awesome closes by everybody. However, what I did notice in our KPIs in the last 6 weeks is a 37% decrease from the set to sit ratio. So I want to talk to you guys and bring that to light and kind of see where we can help you guys tweak it. What can I implement for you guys and your sales manager implement? So Chanel, you had 15 sets this last week, and we had 3 of them actually sit. So I kind of want to hear from you what your foundation is and what you're kind of pre-framing the appointments to do.
I'm just calling in, or I'm knocking and getting their phone number and taking a picture of their bill.
So are you getting the last name,
Well, is
email?
that on the bill?
No. You need to ask the customer.
My bad.
Okay. What about
Sounds
you?
to me like it's a little basic then. Could be a little basic. Okay.
What about you, Gustavo?
So basically, out of those 15 appointments that Chanel set, I only got to sit at 3 of them. I'm starting to notice that most of these appointments are no-shows. So it's kind of frustrating, you know. It's a big number of appointments, but I'm only sitting at 2 or 3.
What do you think that is happening?
I think maybe it might be because she's booking them too far out, or maybe she's not building enough rapport with the customer. I'm not sure what she's doing, but hopefully you guys can give her some tips so that we can start closing more deals.
Yeah, so basically, you're setting an appointment for example, today's Tuesday. So you're setting an appointment for Saturdays next week, or
Whenever the customer is just available, it's
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why. So we're gonna start starting today. We're gonna put appointment just same day or next day.
Okay.
It is in 2 days or more. You're gonna put follow up. It's not an appointment. Okay.
Okay.
So how long time are you taking basically talking with the customer after the appointment? So are you building the rapport with the customer, or just making the appointment and that's it?
Well, most of these appointments are going to our no-show, so I'm not sure if Chanel, what she's doing to get the customer to show up to our appointments.
Okay. So a good recommendation, guys. After you finish the appointment, you have the email, phone number, and everything. Try to build a relationship with the customer. At least 5 minutes talking. Where you're from, how long time do you have living here? Because if not, you're gonna be the solar guy or the roof guy. You need to be Gustavo. It's super important to basically save the customer number in your phone and text the customer. Hey, I'm gonna be here tomorrow or later in 2 hours. Okay, super important too. And obviously, more information that you take from the customer is basically you're gonna have a best appointment ratio. Okay. Let me see.
So we want you guys to really humanize your experience at the door, Chanel, all right? I want you to get in there. I want you to know his wife's name. I want you to know how many kids they have. I want you to let them know and get pumped up about who they're going to be meeting with. You're going to be meeting with Sam tomorrow. You know what? He's a dad. He's coaching at 3. Can you set it up for 6 o'clock? Awesome. Thank you so much. Again, make this sales process humanized so they realize we just are not sending in AI robots to treat them and get them set up with solar. All right, so let's take some steps. Let's improve those KPIs. Let's make it very personal, and then we'll have follow-up coming from our reps. We'll have them text them a little bit beforehand, and then we'll treat them with the most dignity moving forward.
Yeah, we also are gonna create.
Time.
So the solution was to resolve
you
it.
have to solve for that. And I was like, or no, whatever you felt like landing.
Oh, I see what you were trying to do there.
No, I didn't.
You were trying to project.
I'm not projecting shit. I'm not
Sam.
projecting shit.
I saw that, bro. Because I was like, nah.
1 out of 10.
Okay. You guys ready?
Go ahead, you
Timer
go.
for 2 minutes.
Yeah, for you? Yeah, minute 30, I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason being is there was nothing on the main prompt, which was follow-up system for no-shows. What happens on the no-shows, right? We didn't solve that. So make sure to solve the prompt. I do like the presentation. I do like, yeah, like 100%. That was an awesome presentation. Was it not? So like big round of applause. And I did like, so you did the second half of the prompt was for the no-shows, how do you set up a system for stickier appointments? And I listed basically 3 or 4 things, which was get more of the information and make sure that's important. Same day and next day, so decreasing your timelines, that's important. Relationship 5 minutes after the sale, that's important. You know what I mean? So they really did train on, here's the key things, which is a big piece of this is just teaching the setters how to, you know what I mean, make sure that they're doing it the right way. But I would have liked to see kind of a process that was a little bit more, we're going to implement this system, this process for the no-shows that have gone to waste, all those 13 of the 15 that didn't show up, or 12 or whatever, and then all of the, so like what's happening there. Does that make sense? And I was just missing that. That's why it's a 7.
I got, yes, don't hate me. It's a 6. But it's basically just echoing what Sam said. The presentation was awesome. I liked the role play and everything else did. Just going back to the, usually when we have issues, like what my guys do, let me ask you a question. Is everyone's the same prompt or is it
No,
different?
it's 4 different prompts.
Okay, good. My guys usually, they like to do a lot more role playing. Like I usually, like when the guys, for example, the 15 sets and 3 sat, we're asking like, hey, what's the issue? Like I like to do the whole option close. I'm an option close guy. I basically always ask them like, does the 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock work best? Where I want to make sure with my other closer is in the area. I always ask my setters, don't ever ask a customer what time works best for you, because they're going to tell you February 30th is when works best for me. Just come back then February 30th. Because there's not a perfect time. So when you ever give the customer an option of what you want to hear, where the closer's in the area, it's like, hey, I have a 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock available. They feel like none of those work. I actually have a 9 o'clock. I can push to 8 o'clock, or you can put you at 9 o'clock. That works best. So when you can get them all same day close. Plus, I like the relationship. Building a relationship and contact. That's huge. I always talk about with my setters, just even small talk. Like they see the rock that says, Cowboys or whatever, just, talk about that, build a little more relationship with the customer, because once you build a relationship, it's great. You basically, the customer will remember you just will remember you by your name, like you mentioned earlier. So, all of that was awesome.
Love it here. Steven has to give you an extra point for the company name.
He knows it.
He knows it.
So I was at a 7. I gave you guys an 8. Company name, baby. The crazy thing about this scenario, just being around Sam for I'm gonna say the exact same thing. I thought the presentation was good. There were just certain things that I wish we had more solutions for off the rip. So.
More time.
Well, it's a lot to do in 5 minutes. I do agree with you there.
It was coming though.
Okay, awesome job. Okay, team 2, let's go.